5 investigates tonight with marijuana sales at their highest point ever in Massachusetts. State regulators are trying to fix an issue that has dogged the industry for years.
Our Brittany Johnson is live in the newsroom with more on the plan to bring equity back into the cannabis equation. Brittany.
That's right. When marijuana was legalized in Massachusetts, the state said it wasn't just big business that was going to make money. Yet the promises that everyone would have a chance to share have not materialized. But state leaders hope new guidelines will help even out the market.
So these are going to go on your feet.
Okay.
You can just put it over your hair.
And put all my hair in, correct?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. Am I tucked in? Let's go.
We're inside MaryMed's 70,000 square foot facility in New Bedford.
Welcome to the factory. Come on down.
Where they grow.
Check out all the genetics.
All right. Oh, wow. Which one is this one?
This one's Crescendo, which is very citrusy.
Extract.
You put socks full of cannabis trim or bud into it, run butane through it, and it pulls the oil out of the plant material.
Pack.
This is now sizing it.
And process cannabis to sell. As Chief Operating Officer, Timothy Shaw gives us a behind-the-scenes look.
Go ahead, stick your head right in there. Check it out.
Smells like grape.
Yep.
Every cannabis product sold in the state begins in a room like this, where plants with names like Ebony and Ivory are cloned and grown by professional cultivators.
But one thing is clear. It's not cheap to run an indoor farm and processing plant. Just keeping the lights on, Shaw says, costs more than $100,000 a month.
It's substantial. Not to get into exactly how much it costs here, but it's tens of millions of dollars to build a facility like this, which isn't conducive to just anybody trying to get into this space.
The cost is high, but so is the potential reward. Marijuana sales in Massachusetts are at nearly $5 billion to date. Now, new regulations proposed by the state are aimed at keeping small businesses and business owners of color from being boxed out of the market.
I think that capital is really difficult to come by, and I think that the municipal process has made equity so difficult to achieve, but now the commission's starting to address that.
Shalene Title is a former member of the Cannabis Control Commission. She says the new regulations are focused on making sure cities and towns create a clear and fair playing field for all cannabis businesses.
One of the biggest problems that we had in the early years was that cities and towns were often not being fair to licensees that were part of the equity program or that they were smaller businesses. You're now going to be treated fairly by a city or town. You're going to have transparent access to what the process is.
So, in essence, this is a playbook.
Yes.
Communities would be required to use that playbook to execute host agreements with all cannabis businesses or have their own guidelines approved by the state, all with one goal in mind: to increase equity in the industry.
What we're really looking for at a minimum is clarity and fairness.
Back in MaryMed, Shaw says the new regulations should create more access for social equity entrepreneurs and an equal opportunity at cashing in.
We understand the difficulty it is to get into this space and think it's important for everybody to have an opportunity to play in this industry.
Right now, these policies are in draft form. Members of the public can comment and provide feedback from now until the end of October. And the final changes should be in place no later than November. Live in the newsroom tonight, Brittany Johnson, 5 Investigates.